Hey everybody, Gladys from Clan ATC back once again, and I'm back from hiatus. Feels good to be back. My wife and I just moved apartments. We got into a new place, so it's just been a total nightmare of packing, unpacking, organizing, cleaning, and lots of paperwork. So I'm finally back and excited to get back into the groove of things here. It's been a week since the last video, and we've got a huge response from everybody on YouTube and on Reddit and Facebook and everything, to where I now know we got a lot of fresh commenters. Like we've got our subscribers who I normally touch base with. We play in game with them. I always make the time to play with those guys. But we really touched into a new crowd here with the subject of spawn rape. Like it really opened up a big discussion on the last video. But it seems like most of you, well, not most of you, a number of you didn't seem to listen to my commentary where I was saying how much I hate it. One guy was just being, you know, like just totally out of line and like just cursing at me and everything like that. Like I feel like he didn't watch the video. So just to briefly address it, like, okay, some of you seem to think that spawn camping or spawn raping, base raping, whatever you want to call it, I don't really care. There's so many terms for it. And if you get upset about me calling it base rape, like, honestly, just grow up. Because, one, you know we're talking about a game. And if you're that sensitive, I don't know what to tell you. Like, as a human being, how can you be that sensitive? It's... Most of you seem to think that it only happens when there is a lower player count. Like, the odds are stacked so high in one team's favor. And that's not the case. Like, you guys don't seem to address the fact that sometimes the team is just bad. You know, like, that's mainly when it happens to me. And then people normally leave at that point. You know, like, we can get them pushed back, or pushed all the way back to their objective. We've capped everything. And then they just don't get out of it. And then people start leaving. So, it's not spawn rape as a result of people leaving. It's the exact opposite. People leave because of the spawn rate. So when playing in game, it's not like I'm fighting a handicapped team. I'm fighting like a full, you know, game, and we achieved total victory and pushed them all the way back. So I'm not a bullshit player. You guys have seen plenty of my commentary and plenty of my gameplay now to realize what type of a player I am, I hope. I play fair, I don't glitch, I don't use any of that stuff. So, you know, what you see in my videos is what I do all the time. You know, I play as a team member, and I do all those things. I don't play games against, you know, 5 enemies when I've got 12 guys on my side. That's not how I do it. But if it happens, you know, we'll usually pull back. Like, in the last video, we didn't, but I didn't get to play that whole game. I guarantee you, there was 300 tickets left. If I hadn't have froze up on the PS3, then I would have probably switched or pulled back to my home base and let them take everything before moving back out again. So I was cut off in the gameplay, and I can't say, you know, exactly what would have happened, but I would have done something about it. I was not gonna sit there and just camp all day at their spawn. So, moving on anyways. I'm doing a lot of vehicle gameplay here, and this was a great match on No Shark Canals. I don't normally get in vehicles so much. I think the most time I've gotten into vehicles with jets. So we've got our own series for that. That's Top Gun, but I don't generally use tanks or on this particular map, the Z11s or Little Birds. I don't normally use them because I'm not that good with them. But I was just having a great match in here. Like, currently, I'm on the US side, and I took one of the enemy's tanks. Now, we're almost 300 tickets above them right now, and it's funny that with the last video and with spawn rape in mind, that it actually turned out to start happening. So I stole this enemy tank, and we cap everything right here. They've got it looks like 181 tickets left. I'm 29-1, and I see, oh, it's 12-on-6. So I stop the tank, and look, and I say, hey guys, you know, let's go ahead and just switch over. Fuck it. So here's what we do. We got 665 to 171. It looks like. I can't see very well on my my monitor here, but that's what it looks like the count is. And I'll put up ticket counts here throughout the rest of the clips every once in a while so you can see where we're at. But we managed to turn this all the way around. So yeah, right here I got a ticket count coming up. This is 133 to 663. Okay, so now we're on the opposite side. We're the Russians, and it's time to take the game back. And everything you see here, I don't know if I've said it before, this whole game that you're seeing here is just one game. It was just like 56 minutes long, so I had to cut it. There's no way I could do that. So it ended up almost being a montage, but it's just clips put together from all the same match, because I didn't want to put the whole gameplay on there. So anyways, talking about spawn rape and all that stuff gets me kind of agitated. Let's move on, and I'll do a little comedy part here. I have a story. I have a buddy of mine named Joel, and he comes over and he makes up, or he hears them, I don't know, but however it happens, he's the one that always tells me. So he comes into my place, and he walks in, and he goes, "Girl, you got that booty do." And I said, what? What the hell's a booty do? And I'm not a woman, obviously. I said, what the hell's a booty do? He says, it's when a girl's got her belly sticking out more than her booty do. So, there's my funny story for the day. Anyways, so let's talk about Armored Kill a little bit. I've seen the trailer. It looks fantastic. I don't recognize a lot of the stuff that happens in the trailer. Like, I'm not one of those guys where I see for 2 seconds, like just a brief glimpse of something, and I'm like, oh, you know, that's the such and such Mark 2000. You know, I have no idea what that stuff is when I'm looking at it. It's pretty, and oh, there's a tank, there's a chopper, whatever. I'm not very well versed in any of those things, so I'm not gonna do a trailer breakdown. I had somebody ask for it. I'm not gonna do a trailer breakdown for Armored Kill because I'm just not that knowledgeable. There would be no point, because I would just be doing commentary for the whole time, like, oh, well, yeah, this is cool, look at that, but it's nothing that you can't just see for yourself, so I'm not going to do that to you guys. But I'll talk briefly about what the largest map in Battlefield history that they're making that's coming out for this, and I'm really excited for that, because it's gonna open up a whole nother host of gameplay options. I'm really looking forward to this Armored Kill expansion, because it's going to open it back up, like with what's called, like, people call it the vanilla maps, like the original maps on Battlefield 3 that came out with the release. Those are great, but they've got some close quarters, they've got a number of medium range maps, and then they've got the large ones, and it's spread out. And then we have the close quarters expansion. And now we're getting Armored Kill, and it's going to open it back up to what Battlefield should be, and I'm really excited for that. Now, one point that somebody had made, I read on a post on Reddit here, was that the AC-130 gunship is not going to have, and this is according to DICE, I'm assuming, it's not going to have the option to get in it from the ground. So here's the scenario. You're walking in, say the base is Charlie. You're walking into Charlie, you take out 3 guys, you know, you blow something up, and you take the objective, you neutralize it, and capture it. So now your team has control of that AC-130 gunship, and it's going to be devastating, I'm assuming. So the problem here is that if you can't get in it from the ground, that guy or group of guys that just took that base and gained control of it for the use of the team, they will not be able to use that AC-130 until they die, because it's not going to be user controlled. It's going to be on patrol up in the air on a set course, which sounds like a total death trap, but it's going to be difficult to kill. So it's not just, you know, flying around waiting to be shot down. It's got a lot of firepower on it, and it's got a lot of armor. But that is like, that seems so wrong to me. Like, if I take a base or an objective, I want to be able to use the perks that come with that. You know, like, if only a certain objective has, you know, like a super tank, I would want to use that. I wouldn't want to take that objective and just have it be totally untouchable. That seems so like not fair to me. So at this point, if that's correct, that's the only thing that I'm unhappy about. But I can't say for sure until it comes out, obviously. And I want to remind you guys that we're on PS3 here, so we get these expansion packs 2 weeks before everybody else, and I'm going to be putting videos up as soon as we get them. As soon as I play some stuff, I'm going to be doing first impressions. I'm going to be doing new vehicles, new weapons, whatever we get. So definitely subscribe to us, keep tabs on us, add us on Facebook, and we'll have those updates for you as soon as we get them. I'm using the A-91 in this one. I don't get to use it often because there was a lot of vehicle gameplay. I got a lot of tank kills, and I got in that Z11, and then the LAV was doing some good work for me too. But I'm using this A-91, and I like this, and this is continuing my goal of using a different gun for each episode of This Is Bullshit. And I like it. It just, I don't know, it feels almost too generic though. Like, it doesn't excel in really any situation. It's an all-around good gun, so I like it. I haven't used single shot on it. I just keep it on auto. Oh, and here, yeah, it's 20 to 147. So now, you know, in this game here, I'm starting to get excited. I'm like, man, you know, we may actually turn this all the way around. We were down by like 600 at one point. So after turning the situation from an overwhelming spawn rape to switching teams, and only 3 of us went over, myself included. So 3 guys making that difference, that's what it's all about, you know. And I was extremely proud of everyone in this game. So it was extremely competitive, and I've got the final clip here, the last couple minutes of it at least, unedited, so you can see, you know, the whole end of the game here. But I want you guys to add us on Facebook and subscribe. If you do that, like, Facebook especially is useful for communicating with everyone and keeping them up to date on what we're doing. I post polls all the time, you know, thoughts and opinions. Like, I ask you guys for your input. I ask you what you want to see on the next episode of whatever. What's your favorite video? All that kind of stuff. So if you guys like this series that we've got going on here, This Is Bullshit, or any of our other series, if you're a fan of the work that we're doing on this page and you subscribe to us, you should add us on Facebook, because you get so much more out of it. It's like, that's the easiest way for me to communicate with fans, because we've got, you know, a video coming out. I try to have one every 4 or 5 days, and so far we've been doing a good job of keeping them up, other than my brief time where I had to move. But we get videos out regularly, but it feels more impersonal, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is me putting a video up, and then you guys may or may not respond to it, and that's it, and we get so many views. But if you guys add us on Facebook, you get more updates, you get to talk to us directly, and you know, you can let us know your opinions, what you want to see and what you want us to talk about. So do that, please. So far, I'm loving the responses. You guys keep them coming, keep commenting. Tell us what you want to know, either on here or whatever. I had a request for another Tactics Bitch episode on the last video, so that's going to be my next one that I do. So stay tuned, and we will have a Tactics Bitch episode up again, which is a full man, full squad squad play, an entire game, and we show you the teamwork and cooperation that we use. So see you guys on the battlefield. Take care.